Wednesday's footy news here on AFL.com.au. Hello everyone, I'm Matt Thompson. We begin today on the Gold Coast where the Suns have secured the key signature of West Australian Harley Bennell. Despite fears he wanted to return home, he's now signed on until the end of the 2014 season.
Yeah, signed a new 2-year deal, so I'm happy to be here. Great bunch of boys and just happy to be here. Well, I didn't really think about going back to WA to play footy. I just thought about my family back there, so that was the only reason I went back to WA. For my family.
And there are still hopes Gary Ablett and Michael Riccitelli could return from injury to take on fellow newcomers GWS.
They both trained today. I wouldn't say they set the world alight. It's important for them then it's really for us to assess then tomorrow how they actually pull up, because if they've trained and flared things up, swollen, I don't like their chances. It's going to be it's going to be a cracker of a game, I reckon. It's the battle of the babies, the battle of the boys, call it what you like, but it's going to be on. But we just need to keep focusing, I reckon. That's what the boys have done over the last 3 weeks especially.
Eddie Maguire has been known for unique photo opportunities over the years. Today, the Magpies president took reporters to a cemetery. It was with good reason, the club restoring the grave of the great Ernest Copeland.
And today to come and restore his grave and just, I don't know, in some symbolic way, let him know that we've never forgotten him and that he's a great part of the Collingwood Football Club to this very day and into the future, and as long as the black and white stripes are playing.
A key part of the club's past, that didn't stop questions, though, about the present, in particular the future of 2007 Copeland Trophy winner Travis Cloke.
Tom, that topic is as dead as the people around me.
So it's a similar thing, you're not going to go any further with Travis. I was more going to say, if you lost someone, Eddie.
Mate, we're here today. We're in the cemetery.
Cool.
We lost Ern Copeland back in 1948. Cool. That's what we're worried about today.
At Carlton, Chris Judd's enjoyed a week off and the coach won't be afraid to rest him again.
It's actually, I suppose, quite funny that this bloke is an out-and-out superstar of the competition to go and win Brownlow medals, but the focus on him as an individual is just unbelievable. The week's done him the world of good. He's been through a lot of pre-seasons, and I suppose the way he plays the game and the way the opposition attack him is they put a fair bit of time and effort into him. And if you looked at the physicality ratings that he has to endure through games, it'd be fairly high. So to overcome that soreness is really good for him. Yaron's still a 50-50. We'll have to wait more for Friday to see how he trains. He hasn't trained yet.
At the Kangaroos, it was a case of the missing man. Brad Scott nowhere to be seen, assistant coach Darren Crocker stepping in.
Look, he's gone to meet with Adrian and the umpiring department, but it's nothing that doesn't happen on a regular basis, just a catch-up in regards to the games on the weekend and a couple of decisions that may have occurred.
Turned out Scott had actually spoken to umpires boss Jeff Geeshan on the phone. And the Lions face a mammoth task as they set about renewing hostilities with the Magpies, hopeful the challenge will bring out their best.
I wouldn't say that competitive is a pass mark or anything like that. I think you've got to win the game to be satisfied. And still then there's still things that you're still working on if you win.
Now, before we go, club CEOs will be meeting here in Melbourne tomorrow with league bosses. As part of that meeting, they'll hear a presentation from the league's community engagement manager, Jason Mifsud. Also, as part of that meeting, we're expecting a bit of talk about the VFL fixture and all the buys littered throughout it, causing some concerns for AFL clubs in terms of the preparation for young players trying to push for senior selection. So a couple of talking points that we'll look for there. In the meantime, keep clicking back to AFL.com.au for the very latest footy news as it happens.